Going on to the next iteration. Here's where we crank up the sauce a bit. This one we using the ultimate box leader. Not many people remember this or were playing at the time, but for all my new guys, we break it down. The difference between the previous leader, which we started with, Prime 1, as I like to call it, and this leader is you get to see more cards on the front side, and that's part of our game plan. Which our game plan is to dump as many U11s, I keep saying U7s, U11s into the drop as possible, and then go off. What I mean by that is hit them with the cross strike, obviously, because Bandai made Jiren kind of synonymous with being either a quad strike, big boss monster, or with this next iteration of Jiren, leader. And we built a deck around that and to maximize that concept. So without further ado, let's get into this. Some of the cards I'm not gonna go over because it was in the previous list, but for new concepts I'll explain in detail. But the first list I kept mono yellow just for the ease of use, just to bridge over into this list, which keeps some of the principles, but the framework jumps a new level. I'll just say that, because we don't keep it mono yellow, we blend a little bit of red into it. As you know, the boss, which is one of our win conditions, but another combo we added to the deck is this pull right here, which we can get into this very easily. One of the ways is with our next topo, which we kind of focus the deck a little bit more on, because the beauty with this is it can get any universe 11 3 or less and play them in rest mode, then shuffle the deck, which is really good. Kind of might have messed up on that a little bit, but my leader catches me on my mistake because my leader stands up. Even though I can play my guys that get off topo and rest mode, my leader stands them back up with the other leader. But this one, it doesn't matter too much. One of the targets, but I like that I teched in this deck, is this card right here. Really good, and it's kind of like give the basis of that poutine effect and then some, and also it's a blocker on top of that. But then we got the usual searchers. Cut this to 2 because since we're blending red with it, it's not as valuable and not as many targets as it was before. This is like a new tech. I was just testing it in here, but if you want to run more, you can. I made this close to 50 just for consistency, as always. Belmont, still your searchable answer for barrier removal. Super combo, still the same. The new sauce we added to this is topo, because it's not color locked. Also, another way to go into this early, just to put on the pressure, because the goal is to get your opponent down to 4, then your main strat does the rest. Also, this is like another card that comes off of this. I usually don't care about throwing into it because we play things from the deck, which that can get the coochie out. That's why I'm not running 4 like in the last list. Also with this, that's why I kind of went different route with my blocker. Just this gets value when it's removed, because they always want to try to remove your blockers because they don't want the blockers on board, especially with cards like Nimbus and Topo. They just want to get those extra strings and try to push through. This is the other card we snuck in there and usually get off the topo effect, you can like essentially run this same list with the other leader. But I just want to give you that baseline framework first. But for this list, we just using this leader just because we can get to the goal just a little bit faster. Not a lot faster, but a little bit faster. Also, this is another tech that we threw in the deck that kind of shapes how our opponent's endgame goes, because this is kind of a little bit of interruption, and if they interrupt your interruption, you still get a card off it, which is pretty boss. And our last few battle cards is Von the Righteous, and this is just in here just for the burst, just to fill our drop, and a little bit of pressure for 1 energy, and Kai just to help with the combo end to end, and Lavender is just tech just to tap the opponent up before we go into our big combo, which we're just tapping the opponent out and just dumping on the leader as soon as we are able to activate the activate main and have them at 4 life. We're going to test how strong their hand is, and the usual negate lineup. 2 new cards we added to the Z deck is 10-time Command Man, because we can launch the effect for plus 15, which is a little bit stronger than the boost for the other cards. Usually use this early just to push the damage or make sure we can force like a 5-4 or a 5-3 type of scenario before we lock in back into this one, or vice versa depending on that scenario. This is important and very cheap to set up, because like Nimbus plus a unison blocker, which unisons don't really have a lot of answers for, just to get rid of them, except if you're playing green and they built into your archetype. But outside of that, good defensively as well as offensively, with the ability to attack twice. But besides that, the Z deck is pretty much the same. Just for options, then we just change the ratio on our side deck. Just made it like a little bit more unison base. And from our last game, if you haven't watched that, we added this because random rep decks, we gotta respect the turn of the tide. And we have a searchable target, which is awesome. But the list is pretty late at the time of recording this, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a game, but we'll try it. If not, you'll get it a little bit later, and if I don't, be on the lookout for that. Alright, so catch y'all on the next one. Alright, we found a match. This one wouldn't be the usual favorite matchup for most because it's mill, but it kind of helps us out in the end. So we're gonna see where it takes us. Alright, good thing we made it 53 instead of 50. We're gonna charge this so we have multiple copies. And I don't think we need to rely on our defense as much for this game. So this would be interesting. Use this effect. Top 5. just grab a super combo and leave it at that. And end turn. Let's see what he'll do from here. The only good thing about this matchup is he wants to get to 4. And more than likely, we're going to let him get to 4. And then we're just going to go pow. Right in the kisser. We didn't want to see that in our hand, but that's okay. We want to charge Nimbies. We don't need this, so we're just gonna swing at the leader. Gonna use my leader effect. We're gonna dump this because we don't need it. Draw 2. And we're just gonna combo this off to go to 15. Alright. Just gonna do that and make our Z card. We just shortcutting it. And pass the turn. We don't really have to play a lot of battle cards. We can just rock unisons, which is the specialty of this. Say the only thing is you gotta get them to use that marker. Another super combo. DOS. Nice. Just leaving it at 15, comboing that on. And then it's going to use it to probably play his. It's back to me. Oh, I drew another one? Alright. Our plan for that. It's not going to stand up. I'll try to keep the Koska zone. It's a bit better than this because I want to play any battle cards right now, but I don't have to. We're going to discard Dispo. Draw 2. Nice, nice. Easy charge next turn. Easy charge. It's probably going to take this with ease. And going to pass seeds. Back to. Probably not going to get a chance to play the black topo either, because of the nature of this matchup, but if I do, I will, and I'll be going for it. Nice. Very nice. 20 little super combo here, just so we can comfortably take the leader swing and to go down to 4. Instead of him pressing the agenda. Oh yeah, 5 more. You won't take. You won't take this one. Thank you, sir. This is a big boy. My man being super aggressive. Oh, my man scared a very super combo. His hand must be something else. Is he on a combo? Or leaving it at 30? Oh, we want to dig deeper into our deck. We're gonna draw a card. Nice, nice. Then we're gonna draw again, which is very nice. And little combo 5. Oh man, Russian must still be having a grudge for that cell matchup. But it is what it is. He drew his card. He's gonna combo to 15. That's fine. Just to build up that Z energy, we'll take that one. A Z curve for 1. This will be interesting. Cool. Mr. Piccolo. And he's swinging it. Crazy. Oh, he used the Z marker. It's over. Oh, Wadi done. Oh, Wadi done. We no counters. Combo that. I love it. I love it a lot. We're going to do this. I really didn't really have to work that hard for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still got a combo roll. Man, he swung at me a lot. We gotta get rid of. We'll get rid of this one. And no response. And this is gone. Just catching up. $30. Can we get there? That is the question. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we do get there. We do get there. I could just make anything. And we get there. Bro. I like the aggression. I really do. On to me? Bro. Only I was able to get him down. Or tap one and tap one. Find. Actually, we're not tapping this one. We're tapping this one. Going into our second move. I'm glad he made this a quick one. Win or lose, I am happy. I am super happy about that. Next, I am going to swing. Oh, no. Kind of messed myself up there. Yep, kind of messed myself up. Still got this. This is at 15. Whoa, swing into unison? Wolf Fang. Less than 7 cards in the same. Alright, I'm gonna use this effect. Pitch. Draw 2. Awesome sauce. I'm gonna go 10 or no combo. Just so he can keep that alive. I'm cool with that. Then we're going to tap 3 for this Belmont. Then use this effect. Get rid of that. Then swing one at. Actually, do you want to do that? That's gone. Again. Alright. Gonna leave that 25 crit. I'm glad this is such a speed run, my man. Is doing the thing. Nah, we gotta weaken now. Awaken. Full stand up. Huh? 1, 2. Cause we got the Nimbus. We just gonna Nimbus him next turn. And fast turn. Nimbus. Coit. And that should end the turn. I'm dumping. His hand is low enough. I am dumping. He's probably gonna make Vegeta so he can awaken. That'll be helpful to me. Yep, he's looking in the Z deck. Looking in his Z deck right now for that Vegeta. So he can go to 4. Because he charges 2 testings. And that's like the only way to get there. I'm glad. Oh, nope, he's doing something else. Ooh. It's Jiren. Another card I got to deal with. I think when your opponent cards attacks and get to attack. Thinking. It's a dual attack barrier. Well, Nimbus. Pitching Kato. Well, Kokota's on. And send that to the drop. Alright, we're good with that. He just did that for the draw. Okay. $25. We'll take the damage. You only got 1 battle card swing. If you want to risk it all, my hand versus him. I'm about that. Oh, I should have comboed 1. I am not about that. Are this one of my plans? 45. So I use 2 offensively. $20, $25, $30, $40, $50. $20, $30, $40, $50. 20, 35, 45. Alright, he said sorry. So it is good. Right. Anything else? You under Nimbus. Usually the game is not this fast, but I wish they would have gave him like a +5 for that active main. Cool. Do I charge? Nah, we need the combo power. This searches me a card. What else is on? What else am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Yep. You know the lyrics. We have a couple ways to close this out. Our main objective is to force him to use that negate. But how do we bait that up? Actually, that is the value right there. This is... Yep. Could this be the GG's? We're gonna put some stock into it. Definitely gonna put some stock into it. Cause we're going to start off swinging here. Token negate. Dope. The luck. My man had 3 on deck. So I have less swings down. We can weed this out though. We can weed this out. Use effect. Use effect. Top 3 or any response. Just reveal. No, Videl. Alright, it's over. It is over. I think we can clutch it up. I think we can clutch this out. I'm gonna see if we get protected. I'm gonna force it. Cause he can just block and awaken. But 6 cards in hand, he can probably combo out. Does this change my plays too much? About to see. Find this. I could do this and kill the Jiren. That's 15. I could just do Oolong and swing into it. But it's the same value. 25. But do I risk the awaken? Is he gonna awaken just to be safe? Yep. Okay. That was what I expected. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Probably still can get there. Oh no, Tapion is 2. He costs 2, right? Oh, no, one thing. Does my guy have a hard negate? One, two, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how blessed was he. I gotta commit 1. I wanna do it again. I need to hit this a couple more times. I do Oolong. No, I can't do Oolong. Vegeta. Nope, can't do Vegeta. Tapion. Oh, she was a little bit stronger. So the play is... Dang, Jiren being a 25. We're just gonna use this. Stand this back up for -1. So he's at 15. I needed one more card in my hand to go to quad, but I could have played that. But not everybody's gonna be this lucky. But glad this was a quick game. It just slowed down incredibly to this point. Incredibly. But we're gonna stick to the game plan. But this is generally how you play this deck and how you would play around it. Normally the normal person not having all that. That Jiren negate is out of there. I'm mad it negated everything. Or it negates everything. Do my Jiren active main. I'm just gonna work with my drop. But this, you get the gist of the deck. And also, I probably could have defended earlier. Of course. So lucky. His hand was bricked. No response. I could have got there though. Oh, never mind. I couldn't have got there. Trying to think. My man just styling now. Yep, that bitterness. But I showed off what Deck was capable of. And the game plan. Even though they can see it coming, they can't always stop it. I could have played it a bit slower, but it's like mad leap. Cause I could have probably grinded out extra 2 turns. Easy. the boy was coming up. Was my hand? Yeah, I could have definitely grinded for the next couple turns, but I just wanted to show y'all that. And probably do one more later, and y'all see it later, cause I think there's some stock in this deck, but I'm recording super late, so I'm glad it rushed to its conclusion in that way. Otherwise, I would have been grinding this cooler matchup for like another 20-30 minutes. But that's what I have, and catch y'all later.